Yeah.
5,
Oh,
4,
God.
3, 2. Here comes 1. Opener.
Great night. Great fucking night. Yeah, I gotta get some gum. How about you, babe? Would you like a piece of gum?
No, thank you.
What? You sure? No chiclets?
Maybe I don't have the same cravings as you, Eddie.
Oh. Now come here, you. Oh. Mommy, we'll go home soon, mommy. We'll go home soon.
Oh my God.
Hello, welcome to the worst movie ever made, an experimental movie podcast designed with one thing in mind: find the worst movie ever made. I'm your host, Chris Hockman. I'm joined by my co-hosts and fellow mad scientist, Rob Scucci and Bob Hessick. Hey guys, how are you? And why are we doing Deadfall?
I'm doing great because we were talking right before Bob got on, Chris, about the Nicolas Cage losing his shit compilation to the It's a series of clips of Nicolas Cage just losing his shit, as the title suggests, to the score from Requiem for a Dream.
Yes.
And there were a handful from Deadfall, which I didn't know was from Deadfall because I just Nicolas Cage roulette until I've hit everything, and I happened to hit Deadfall, and it was everything I thought it would be. It's fucking terrible.
It's more.
But it's infectiously watchable because of Nicolas Cage.
Yes.
Agree or disagree, Bob?
No, completely I completely agree.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna disagree because he made me angry. Like I wanted to stop watching, but this is my job to watch these movies. So I had to watch it, even though I didn't want to.
Cinema's supposed to make you feel something, and it certainly did, right? Is that fair assessment?
Oh, you can't. Sure. No, that's fuck you. And let's continue.
Okay. Explanation here. We go.
Mexican guy says to the black guy, "I'm gonna give you $10. You can buy me some beer. I'm gonna loan you my car." Black guy borrows his car, goes to supposedly buy him some beer, and all of a sudden he gets out of the car for some reason, and somebody hits him on the head.
The best explanation.
All right.
I love that bumper.
That's so good.
Okay, Rob, here you go.
All right.
This is what you get for picking this movie. Here we go.
Yeah.
Cage can't contain chaotic yet carefree characteristics, while cunning cons continue conning competing cons.
Cage can't contain chaotic yet carefree characteristics, while cunning cons continue conning competing cons.
Yes.
Nice. Right.
You did it.
Wow.
And
He's
I
got those
did it.
fingers.
We did it together.
Nice job. Okay.
Everybody wins.
This is wordy as shit. I'm sorry. Our lead character Joe is doing a con job with his dad as a partner, and accidentally shoots his dad with a real bullets instead of the intended blanks. His dad's dying words are "Find the cake."
Find the cake.
So you know what Joe does? Joe starts scrolling through thirst trap videos on TikTok. Anyway, just kidding. No, what he does is he seeks out Big Lou. Big Lou, who happens to be his dad's identical twin brother. And then, kind of switch gears. Nicolas Cage plays Eddie, an unhinged accomplice of Big Lou. And he's asked to check on Joe to see how useful he can be in a con job. And then Joe ends up having an awkward sex scene with Eddie's woman, who is actually part of a larger con job, working with Joe's not actually dead dad, and they steal from Big Lou. Yeah. And at some point, Eddie gets his face shoved in a deep fryer.
Yes, that about sums it up.
That is what happened. Point A to point Z there. Very nice.
Yeah.
All right, let's switch to the best YouTube comment.
Yes, about 25 points between. Yes.
I don't feel anything after reading these YouTube comments. I brought 2 in just for fun. I love how they make the preview like it's a normal film when Nick is so clearly insane and sticks out like a sore thumb, but they try to blend him in. LOL. I loved Nick in this absolutely the craziest, weirdest acting I have ever seen, and it is hilarious. I like it because they refer to him on a first name basis, as if they know him.
Nickname basis.
Like they know him.
I love what Nick was going for there. And then
did they use the NIC or the NICK?
The first time they used CK, the second time they used just C. So
okay.
Yeah. And then the next comment.
So they definitely don't know him, man.
Yeah, they don't know.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
Proof positive that you don't just direct Nicolas Cage, you turn on the camera and turn him loose. Which, yeah.
I mean, yeah. Do
positive.
you always?
It's not good.
Do you get the desired effect? Not in 1993.
I was telling you guys during like the big freak out he has when the woman who, what's her name? Abby, I think whatever his girlfriend's name is. Diane. She's looking at him, and it's not acting. I think she's looking at Nicolas Cage with like genuine concern in her face. Because it's such a real moment.
Right. Rob, I'd like you to define his big freak out because he had many. I can't figure out which one you're talking about.
When he's like, "Fuck."
Let's put it this way. Chris later does that sneaky thing where he has two clips back to back, but the timestamps make it implies that he just wanted to crop 2 minutes. That's the big one we're talking about. That's coming up later.
I'm in suspense then. I can't wait.
Oh my god. Well, we'll get there. First, we must venture on to test number 1. This is Ain't That a Pitch?
Oh, hi. You don't look so good. You're looking kind of grizzly. I have a lovely sack of coconuts.
Test number 1. Ain't that a pitch?
And it's Bob, Rob, Chris this week, I think, right?
It is. I started off, and mine is like part story description and part opinion. Here we go.
All right.
This is the story of an aged con man, Joe's papa. And based on the age gap between him and his wife, he needs Viagra. He gets shot, but wait, apparently he has a twin. And over-the-top acting and dialogue, much to our chagrin. This is not so much a movie, but a long soap opera.
Nice.
This is totally a soap opera. This is totally that's like the twin and this is soap opera material. It's bullshit.
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna calm myself down.
Now
Please,
for mine, I'm actually gonna act out some scenes from the movie that I worked into the rhyme scheme. So I hope.
Oh my god!
Beautiful.
I can't wait.
Joe Donnan is a con artist with a plan, as long as he stays in the good graces of the fucking retard man. Eddie is a real danger, who has a vendetta against fucking hangers. Mommy, hey fucking viva la fucking France,
man.
I think Rob is campaigned to win this one.
I think so. How do I follow that?
You don't.
Here comes
How
Lou's
do you
nephew
follow
who
that?
thinks. Okay, I'm going to be Eddie. Here comes Lou's nephew who thinks he's the big salami. Make moves on my lady, but he's got nothing on me. My mustache is better, and I've got all the cheddar. And Diane gets hot and bothered when I say mommy, mommy.
I don't know.
I'm going Rob.
Effort and emotion, Rob 5.
Yeah,
that's mine.
Yeah, agreed.
I'll take it.
I think if you pour that much into it, you got to give it to him. I'm not even upset.
Oh my god, totally. So yeah, exactly.
Well done.
Bravo.
Well done. Let's throw it to test number 2, the most offensive.
I watched this movie twice.
If we slow it down, the bullet enter and exit.
Oh, offensive.
All right. This is our second clip of the day. This is number
5.
Hi, you get.
The bottle of your best champagne.
Well, we only have shots and beer, honey.
Well, then 2 shots of your finest whiskey.
Shape the con, or it'll shape you, Pop would say. Wise words my new friend Eddie never learned. He was the type of badass bluff man that was stuck on the high you get from the con. And that's bad news.
Well, lovebirds, here you go. Gorgeous bracelet.
I gotta tell you, this just keeps coming.
Diana couldn't read beyond her sexy front, which meant she was good.
What? What?
I don't know.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Can someone explain Diane couldn't read past her sexy front?
I think he
Seemed
meant
a
he
little,
couldn't. I think what he meant to say was he couldn't read her past her sexy front, which means she had a good poker face, is what I surmised from that.
Okay.
Yeah. He
Like,
didn't say
like
it right,
she can't.
but yeah.
Like the book reads well. You can't read past her. Like she can't. But he said she can't read past her. So like
That's what
she is the book.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is he said it wrong, but like I think that's what he meant.
All right. Well, he ends up banging his
anybody,
friend's girlfriend.
Yeah, I don't think anybody
So-
proofread the screenplay for Deadfall.
No, very unlikely. And I don't think that they gave one to Nicolas Cage. I think they were just like make it up as you go.
I want to be
because no one wrote those lines. Yeah. Number
4.
Coke, not cola, consumption. And I should have used a C word. Maybe I can tap into Bob's brain here. A C word to make it like it's like almost like it's kid friendly Coke, not cola consumption or something. Because when they get in the car together, it is like the thing that people do. It wasn't like these losers are doing it because Joe didn't refuse it.
Yeah.
They were all just like, oh yeah, let's just do some Coke.
This is the aftermath of like it's early 90s, so like I mean I don't know when it was set, but like the 80s was all cocaine and toupees, and that's exactly what Nicolas Cage embodies in this movie.
Toupees. Coke. Okay, so I need a C, huh?
Carbonated.
Coke, not cola consumption.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
you said consumption, and that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Well, sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
You did.
Sorry, my bad. Maybe we'll revisit. Now, make it your last word. You have all episode.
Oh shit. Okay. Now you got me. Okay.
Coke, not cola consumption. Something like making it friendly, or like it wasn't a big deal, or something like that. Number
3.
Chucky Sheen.
Yeah.
Is that offensive?
I'm offended by him.
Didn't he like after like he disappeared from the public eye for a while? Didn't he like come out and be like, I gave a bunch of people AIDS? Yeah. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He's like, I've survived AIDS because I have tiger blood, but everybody else is dead because of the disease
train
that I
ran is going to be a trolley problem that you cannot philosophically solve.
Yeah. Winning.
Yeah.
I just wanted to bring him up. I didn't know where else to put it. This movie wasn't like wholly that offensive other than Nicolas Cage. So how about number
2?
Here's another clip for you. This is Homicide.
Oh, come on, bitch! All right! Okay, baby girl! Who sent ya? Who sent ya? Sam fucking Peckinpah!
Peckinpah. Did they ever mention Sam Peckinpah? Because he mentions him earlier in the film. Like before. It's just some guy.
Do you guys know Sam Peckinpah though?
No.
No.
I don't.
He's a famous director, Sam Peckinpah. He directed The Wild Bunch, which was apparently the first like graphic Western that like depicted people being shot in more realistic ways, like with actual blood and like not the dramatic old Western thing, like more realistic.
Like squibs blowing up underneath their clothes and shit. when they
Right,
get
like real looking shit.
The old ketchup.
Basically, Sam Peckinpah was known for like bringing graphic violence into the Western genre.
So is this like a wink and a nod?
It has to be. Like I thought the same thing.
That's even funnier.
Yeah, but as people less educated might say, why 4?
Yeah, I'm with you.
I don't know. But also, graphic death. You're not expecting some of the graphic shots that they give you in this movie. It's kind of out of nowhere, you know? And Bob mentioned one already, one that we will visit somewhere down the line in this episode. And let me give you a hint. It's right now. This is number
1.
Deep fat frying your former friend's face. Like I said, I mean, there's not like there's some offensive shit. The mommy stuff, but I use that for the opener. Pretty uncomfortable. I thought of including Nicolas Cage's mommy thing, like his Freudian obsession with boobs and his mom. Pretty weird shit. You know, I've heard people call their girlfriends mommy before, but like you think that they might share a child together or something like that.
Yeah.
And then there's the girls calling their sexual partner daddy, much more common. But the mommy thing just struck me as weird. Anyway, I don't know that he deserved getting his face fried in such a manner, though he was trying to do that.
It was all for a pun, which will be revealed later when he named the clip involving it.
I guess. Bullshit, though. You know, like it just seemed way unnecessary.
It seems like they could have exchanged some words first before going that far.
Yes, definitely. And I will say what Rob just foreshadowed. If you want to know about the pun, just keep in your mind it's going to be the last clip of the day. I'll try to feed that to you, unless Rob plays an abuser afterwards, which he usually likes to sprinkle one into the catch-all.
Yeah,
we'll see. So deep fat frying your former friend's face is maybe the most offensive thing that happens in this movie. Rob, why don't we throw it to your ad read?
Purple sticky punch. Illegal. Purple sticky punch. Illegal. Purple sticky punch.
Rob's ad read.
Today's episode of The Worst Movie Ever Made is brought to you by Captain Zazmaster's Upside Down Ass Clappers. Is your backside a boring, motionless disgrace? Do you sit there like a sack of potatoes while the world spins on without you? Captain Zazmaster's Upside Down Ass Clappers are here to shake you out of your sedentary shame. Using a highly questionable blend of science and magic, these revolutionary devices strap right on and get to work, providing unstoppable and hypnotic motion guaranteed to make you the talk of the town. The neighbors will be jealous, strangers will be concerned, your enemies will cower at the raw, unrelenting power of your oscillating haunches. Why settle for a static seat when you could be a living, breathing spectacle of kinetic perfection? Captain Zazmaster's Upside Down Ass Clappers, because stillness is for the weak.
Okay. Thank you so much. Bob, I think you were foreshadowing that ad read when you were talking about doom scrolling some cake earlier, so thank you for setting that one up for Rob. You teed it up really well for him. And we want to thank you so much, Captain Zazmaster's Upside Down Ass Blasters, for joining the show. And, we'll see you in a future episode. Thank you so much. Let's throw it now to test number 3. This is the worst dialogue.
We're so in sync, like menstrual cycles.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking President Clinton.
Yep.
You had sex with President Clinton?
When that's one of the better lines of dialogue in your movie, you know the rest is pretty bad. And this is the worst dialogue.
Number.
Oh, you guys gonna be excited for this? Ready? Number 5. Okay, go ahead.
Oh God, I think I know what he's doing. This has sparkle.
Flawless.
Yep. 5 carats.
Did you know that in many lands it is believed that a spirit lives inside the diamond? That is why it has such sparkle.
Okay, real quickly. There's a piece of what we would refer to as visual dialogue. I think shortly before or after this clip plays, I tried getting a screenshot, but some movies on Tubi let you. Some just do the black screen and like it just shows the subtitles.
Yes, yeah.
He brings the diamond to his mouth and he goes like this.
Yes, he does.
He does a little tongue flutter.
Yes, he does.
I didn't like that line because it seemed like they wanted to make this guy seem educated or something, but what they should have done was made up the name of some tribe that found diamonds in their land, and and then it would have made him sound educated instead of somebody who wanted to sound educated but really had no story behind his words. And I felt like I needed to include this guy somewhere in the pod because he has a giant claw hand, and I think that was visible in the clip that we clipped. It was really weird. He had some weird mechanical hedge clipper hand. That was just a very odd choice.
How did you know I wasn't going to cut your hand off? I didn't.
That music in the background was so comical. How could you take that seriously? That music was like tuba was like bum, 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 bum,
and Bob, I didn't include it, but what almost made the catch-all was how bad I thought the whole soundtrack was for this movie. I thought it was inappropriate in almost every scene.
It was music made
hardly any sense.
That's not my catch-all either. So yeah.
It was like royalty-free music you hear from an Alfred Hitchcock movie when they still own
It's like he's licking the crystal, and it's like the violin from a Conjuring movie or something.
Yeah.
But just it just doesn't. Whoa! It just shot part of my pen off. Okay. Anyway, nice. I guess that's me telling me to move on. This is number 4. Handshake.
Mommy.
Where's you need to put it in. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
I'll be there. All fucking summer long, sugar. All summer long.
What's your problem, boy? I thought we were settled.
Well, we are with that, baby. There's nothing to worry about.
What the hell you bothering me for?
Well, baby's a little cranky tonight, huh?
Yeah. I don't dig looking at your ugly face. Now, your partner, he was a cool dude.
Cool enough to get that baby to purple 1,500?
I didn't pay him jack shit.
Well, what are you talking about? You cleared your debt?
He told me all I had to do was walk outside with him, shake his hand, and I was even.
Are you telling me that was his fucking money?
Going out together with $1,500.
So strange, man.
This is 2 years before he won an Academy Award.
Yeah. He said Sam Peckinpah.
Yeah.
Didn't he?
Yeah. This is right before the murder. So he said it, and then the guy heard it, and then he asked you,
funny.
Yeah.
Well, because I didn't catch it the first time, but Bob, was talking about the director Sam Peckinpah, and now that the name is established in my head, I heard it immediately when he said it, but I had no fucking idea what he said there, and I thought it was really funny, so I included it. I mean, it deserves to be there anyway. I mean, he's like, "Are you telling me that was his fucking money?" It's really strange. Sounds like they're in an Old West saloon, which is funny because it's a Peckinpah reference. But, I don't know. Should we put up a warning that there are actual boobs in our YouTube video this week?
Fine.
Because
I mark our stuff as explicit, and it's not for kids. So those are 2 boxes I check off every time.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can watch
Oh, was that the clip with the?
Yeah.
Okay.
The stripper comes down and she puts her tits in his face. You can't hardly make out anything, It's too shadowy, but he's definitely in sniffing distance. So
I put it in the write-up as Eddie's pre-motorboat mouth. Eddie's pre-motorboat mouth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love it. All right, let's move on to number 3. This is the first of two. Rob has it. I've clipped 2 minutes in a row because I had to. I could not leave out any of these 2 minutes. This is Hangers.
Someone's gonna kill me, man!
Who tried to kill you, Eddie?
The fucking Hangers!
Let me get you a drink.
I didn't know you smoke cigars, babe, particularly Louis brand.
Eddie, it's really not what you think.
Shut up! Shut the fuck up, man! Oh, you that fucking low, man!
So, what he said at the end there was, "You've been fucking Lou, man," just so you know. Yelling at Diane about how he thinks that she's been fucking Lou for some reason. Yeah. Not Joe.
Well, she has been.
Lou, not Joe.
No, she's been fucking both of them, as far as I could tell. Or Joe and his dad, as far as I could tell.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Not Lou, but Pop. Maybe she's been, popping her cherry a bit. Yeah, but I don't know about
He's
Lou.
been all over that gang, man.
Yeah.
Well, let's not put too much distance between Hangers and number 2. Because this is Hangers 2.
Here we go. What am I, a fucking retard, man? Am I a fucking retard? Oh! I know what this is. Lou trying to stop me out because of his lazy little nephew being around. Well, vive la fucking France, man! I bet I was the last person you were planning on seeing tonight.
Get out! I'd really love a reason to blow you away. So get out.
Six of spades. Ace of clubs.
You're good.
Yeah, so there's that.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the video where a kid runs into the bedroom and his brother's about to come storming in because he can't get like a video game he wants?
He got his Warcraft taken away and he shoved the remote up his ass.
Yeah, he has like this total freak out, and then he takes the remote control and like tries to shove it in his own butt, like through his boxers, and then he like locks himself in his bedroom. That is what I was immediately reminded about. Yeah, exactly. When Cage is going crazy.
Yeah, I know that one.
But obviously, hey, Cage did it first, so we got to give him credit, I guess. He deserved to go viral for that one. Holy shit! All right, how about the cream of the crop, the rise to the top? This number 1 clip here, number
1, Daddy.
Inspired.
You know what? Fuck it.
This is yeah.
Somebody's after your job, boy. I bet he even stole your woman.
Look at that!
Watch it now.
Now you're in a fuck!
camera's
this is not adulation on our part.
When the camera slowly fucking pans over.
Bob is like, I don't know why you guys are enjoying this.
I don't understand why Cage is so heavy on the clips when he's not barely in the movie.
Yeah, he is.
Because it's insane.
The camera slowly.
I'm sorry, I could
He's
not.
got both his arms reaching for the sky, and then that guy's face just like.
I mean,
I agree that his scenes are insane, but I feel like the whole episode's been about Cage, and he's not really in most of the movie.
I can't help it.
He dies at the beginning of the third act. It's fine.
Yeah. That's the movie's fault for not keeping him around longer.
If nobody else in the movie's memorable, then like you gotta, Cage is. So this movie's like a chain gun with no ammo, and then like Nicolas Cage is the chain they found that they feed through it with all the ammunition.
All right.
Correct.
Let's continue.
All right. Well, you know what? Why don't we throw it your way so that you can correct some of my mistakes so far, Bob? With test number 4, this is the worst production.
Wow, that production sucks.
Okay. This has nothing to do with Nicolas Cage, but
well, good.
The worst production tagline is busted budget.
Okay.
So hear me out through this whole convoluted storyline. So Val Kilmer, you guys know Val Kilmer, right?
Yeah.
Of course.
He was initially
We've had him on the show.
He was initially cast to play the role of Joe. He left the film at the last minute because he apparently didn't get along with the producer. And after he left, Trimark Pictures slashed the budget from $8 million to $3 million. Okay.
Wow.
So then after the producer, Ted Fox, doesn't matter, delivered the film, the final cut of the film, to Trimark.
Yeah.
It was $250,000 under budget. So that was good, right? And Trimark said, hey, could we take that money and use it on reshoots? We need some scenes reshot. And the producer said no. So another company took over the film to do the reshoots. And there was litigation to resolve who would actually meet the cost of the reshoots. And that delayed the release of the film so long. Yeah. And it's claimed that the initial underspend, that $250,000, was actually supposed to go to Christopher Coppola and put back in production, but he actually didn't get a cent of it. And then just an addendum to that, when the film premiered, actually premiered in for audiences, the lab made a mistake on the print, and they double printed that awkward sex scene, meaning they played the scene twice back to back.
Holy shit.
And the studio didn't bother to check the print. So before it went to our version, that was the actual version that audiences saw. So, oh my God. It sounds like as much of a mess as we saw, it was messier even before that. And
before they cleaned it up.
Yeah, but for mainly budget reasons. They slashed the budget, and then they said, hey, we have a little extra money. And they said, you know what? We're not going to do anything with that extra money. And then, it was just legal battles after, control battles. It just didn't work out.
Huh.
So, yeah, busted budget.
I should have known this. I should have known this was a TriStar endeavor.
Yeah,
this is par for the course. It really is.
Yeah. It's not exactly Columbia or Century. What's it called? 21 thing.
Yeah.
We try to have stars like Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
But he was there. He was signed on, and he's like, I don't like this producer, which he's probably on the right to not like this producer because this movie was not going in the right direction.
Yeah.
And then he goes on to make The Island of Dr. Moreau.
Yeah.
I forget what movie he went on to make, but it was not Dr. Moreau. It was something.
Batman Forever.
Not
did
yet.
better.
Yes.
This movie did so poorly. I don't know if you guys saw the receipts from this movie, but it was really
The box office.
really bad.
Yeah.
Considering how much the budget was slashed to $3 million, didn't even come close to it.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a
Really
well,
bad.
I'm not
really
shocked.
bad.
I'm not shocked.
Yeah.
It's probably got some bit of a cult following. Like maybe it's made it back on VHS and DVD or something. Or stream.
Probably not.
But who knows?
Probably not.
Probably not because it's free on Tubi, so it's probably not in demand. All right.
Yeah.
Let's go to test number 5. This is the worst acting.
I have a lovely sack.
That very well may be, though your acting is not that good. This is the worst acting.
Number 1. This is Hot Rod.
Well, now that we're all one big happy family, what do you say we have some fun time family fun?
Sure. What's the scam?
Little pigeon drop in. You think you can handle it, friend?
Just tell me what I have to do.
You pick up the drop in.
It looked like I had to pay my dues by wilding with Uncle Lou's flunky.
This fucking fucker's fucked!
Well, at least he was a lively fellow.
This was for a larger point. Bob's probably annoyed because that was Nicolas Cage again. It was for it was for Mr. Bean because his line delivery and I think his narration is absolute trash from start to finish.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
He does not seem to give a single solitary fuck in this
Trying
movie.
to sound like the hard-boiled private dick, but like he's not from that background, so it doesn't work.
Man. Yeah.
Yeah.
He sounds like first
failed
line
noir.
read.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. A failed noir.
That's all the stuff I read said this was trying to be a film noir and just totally screwed the pooch.
Like,
yeah,
I didn't mention that.
I can hear a line like, I wanted 3 fingers of Scotch neat, but instead I got 5 fingers across my face from the Vixen in red. Like that's what they were going for,
right.
you know?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
I hope you just made that up on the spot.
I did.
Because that was dope. Wow. I wish that I can reach my 5 fingers through the screen and jerk you off because that was dope.
I was saying, I never thought I'd hear Rob say 3 fingers without a much dirtier punchline.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
How else do you measure alcohol? Like, I can't say jiggers because if we have like a little clip out, then I'll get in trouble. And
but you
want
said
one
3
butthole
fingers.
or
That's
one
also
stretched
bad.
butthole?
Yeah.
Whiskey. Number 2. This is Handsome.
I'm not sure that I'm ready for you.
I love that. For you. Big finger gun.
Sleep on it. You'll get used to it.
The next day was Uncle Lou's birthday. I took advantage of it to get in closer. I had a mission to complete for Pop.
Find the cake.
You know, I don't remember ever having a better hand than this one. Really.
Now I really see the family resemblance. He's just like a donut, so polite and handsome too. I don't think I can take it with 2 donuts in one room. I'm getting all woozy.
Well, listen, before you pass out, baby, how about getting us some fresh coffee?
Oh, okay.
Well, what was wrong with that one?
Yeah, so who the fuck is that? Why is that? I hated her. I hated another. Yeah, I more line reading, narration that's just awful.
Yeah, and then what's the deal with her? He's like,
I'm ready.
Well, she's a whore, but she makes a mean cup of coffee, so I fell in love. Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said. I think verbatim.
Yep. Pretty much.
Oh man, this movie is insane. How about number 3? other than abusers, this is the last clip of the day.
Yeah.
For those who I included already. This is Hothead.
Well, it's a crazy fucking world we live in. Captain Jack! Eddie, what the hell is this? You filthy double-crossing little fucking filthy double-crossing filthy fucking goddamn fucking filthy little brat! What the hell has gotten into you, man? What is this?
Oh, what the hell has gotten into you, Eddie? What is this? Oh, that's really good, Donald. That's like a poker face, like a fucking statue. Pick a card!
You cracking up? What the hell? Pick the fucking card! Eddie, I don't know what the hell's gotten into you. Listen, in a couple of days, you and I are going to make a bundle of money. Now don't... Eddie, come on, don't blow it now. Put the gun down.
Show me the Joker.
Oh, come on, put the gun down.
Just show me the fucking Joker.
Well, hallelujah, man! The Joker's wild! You trying to take me out of the game? Let's squeeze in your fucking nephew, huh? Well, who's sitting behind your fucking desk now? Me! I'm behind your fucking desk now, me! This is about Joe? Oh, God. Eddie, after all we've been through together, come on, man.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
Jesus Christ, you stupid fucking hothead! Come on, what is this? What the hell is going on here?
Huh? I'll show you
Eddie.
a fucking hothead,
Eddie,
man!
put
I'll
the
show
gun
you
down,
a hothead! Asshole!
I like when he does the speaking through his entirely own. He's like, "Oh, fucking Joker."
Bob, I'm so sorry. Bob, I feel like I failed you this episode. It's entirely about
Rob's obsession with Nick Cage.
This is exactly what I wanted it to be.
It is further from my understanding after this than it was before. I don't understand it. Rob, you need some serious intervention.
Because he thought that was good. He walked in and goes like, "I'm gonna like this fucking setup, man." And he does that.
Yeah.
And then 2 years later, he wins a fucking Academy Award.
It's true, man. I mean, you gotta give it to Rob that like it's the most interesting like human study you can possibly choose. You know, like how does this guy start?
He has picked his pony. He has picked his pony in this Nicolas Cage, and yes, he was an Oscar-winning actor.
It's the Adam Sandler parallel. It's like they clearly have acting chops, but like they need to be reeled in. It's like the Mars Volta. The Mars Volta without Rick Rubin involved is those demos are fucking unlistenable. But like when they're reeled in and like focused, it's profound, and that's why I'm fascinated.
I feel
by
like
Nicolas
Rob,
Cage.
You're better comparing him to Mars Volta than you are Adam Sandler. I feel like your obsession with Nicolas Cage is because of his particular uniqueness, and I understand that. Let's not go comparing him to going overboards. Adam Sandler, who is a total piece of shit who I hate. I don't hate Nicolas Cage.
Yeah. All I'm saying is, like, I would love to walk through life with the confidence that this man has.
Yes. Yeah.
I think everybody can benefit from that. Yeah.
You're probably right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's throw it back to Bob because
real quickly. Let's do an abuser real quick, right? This one's called.
Okay. Yeah. Please.
I called it Hot One.
What it is, my man? What it is? How you doing, huh? Do you have a nice hot one?
All right. Fact or no fact?
That dude was so strange. This movie was so weird, man. It's just a guy who's like involved in like a drug trade, and there's no cops around. They've just got this like drop system, and he's got like a pretzel vendor that he needs to give a certain number to like I don't know. It's a really weird situation. The guy just like walks over and it's like, "Let me get a pretzel. I want a hot one." It was like really fucking weird. He goes on to call it Lucky, the pretzel, a lucky pretzel, because he's hoping to win.
A wise man once said, "Viva la fucking France, man."
Yeah, good point. Viva la Biodome.
I've been on a tear this season with I can think of the worst one.
Oh yeah, sorry. This is Fact or No Fact.
All right.
Yeah, Rob does win this season because he got Biodome on all the bumpers. And that's like his movie.
Yeah.
All right, fact or no fact. It's obvious this week. I'm calling it Dreadfall.
All right.
Sure.
Yeah, of course. So I'm gonna read you 5 things, and 4 of them are real, and 1 of them is false. And you have to find the false one if you dare. First one. Nicolas Cage, was told that he could dress up however he wanted for his part.
Okay.
I hope so.
Okay, second one. The bartender who got swindled in is Cage's real life aunt or aunt. Okay, third one. The film cast includes 3 Oscar winners and 2 Oscar nominees. Fourth one. Francis Ford Coppola described Nicolas Cage's acting as trying to hold the film hostage. And James Coburn, who played the twins, stated that Nicolas Cage's acting was the strongest in the entire film. All right, there's your 5 things. Pick out the lie.
I'm loving, like, I don't know which one's true or not, but I'm loving like the layers of nepotism. Like the bartender was related to the Coppolas, but like the king shit Coppola is like, oh man, fuck Nicolas Cage. All right.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah. I believe, I have reason to believe he was told he could dress however he wanted, and he showed up like that, and people were afraid to confront him about his choice because of his energy.
Sure.
It could be his real life aunt. I don't know. As much as I idolize him and worship the ground he walks on, I'm not familiar with like his family tree. So it could be 3 Oscar winners and 2 Oscar nominees. I mean, who's the main guy? Who plays the main guy?
James Coburn, the old guy.
No, the main character.
Oh shoot,
Joe.
I forget his name.
Michael Biehn.
Michael Biehn.
Yeah, he was the guy from Terminator.
From the reviews, he was Kyle Reese, right? He was Kyle Reese in Terminator.
Yes.
Was that him?
Yep.
Holy! I just now made that connection.
Dude,
he was in a bunch of James Cameron's things.
He's very famous. Yeah, very famous.
Yeah, he's in Aliens and all that kind of shit.
I never understood. I don't think he has enough charisma to like land as many jobs as he did. But I mean,
here's the thing, though. I'm wondering if he was nominated for something because every review I saw was like, what did Michael Biehn do to deserve being in this movie? So he's held in somewhat high regard.
He makes bad choices is his problem.
Yeah. FFC described Cage's acting as trying to hold the film hostage. I can see that. And then James Coburn said that Nicolas Cage's acting was the strongest in the entire. I don't believe that. I think that because a lot of people that work in movies, they don't watch the movie after they're in it, and they didn't share a ton of scenes together. So I'm gonna say 5's a lie.
Okay. I was immediately drawn to, and Bob started working my brain here on number 2. This is the bartender is Cage's aunt in real life, which would be a crazy coincidence because if I'm not mistaken, that's Adrian from the Rocky films. And I did not know that she is Nicolas Cage's aunt, and I was trying to think of a Coppola situation where it would make sense that she was related to the Coppolas, but Sylvester Stallone directed the first Rocky, as far as I know, and he's not connected to Nicolas Cage, and he chose this girl because of whatever reason he chose her, and I just don't think that means that she's Nicolas Cage's aunt, so I'm gonna go with number 2.
Okay, let's go through them. So first, you're both right. Cage was told that he could dress up however he wanted for this part.
Fucking was.
Now, here's the addendum. Nicolas Cage came onto the set dressed up with a wig, albino contact lenses, and dark sunglasses because he thought that would add more authenticity to the character of a two-bit hustler. Which is funny because if you're wearing albino contacts, why would you put sunglasses over top of it? Anyway, that's just
right.
Okay,
because then you will never see them.
Chris, you're wrong. The bartender who got strangled is his real life aunt. She's Francis Ford Coppola's sister, and she did play Adrian in the Rocky movies. Her name is Talia Shire. She's actually Jason Schwartzman's mom. You know Jason Schwartzman?
Oh, yeah, he drummed in Phantom Planet, and he was in I Heart Huckabees in like Rushmore, right?
Yeah, he was Rushmore. Yeah, that's his mom. So yeah, it's all the same family. Yeah. The dad was a sportsman, and the mom was a Coppola, but she went by Talia Shire.
Yeah,
what a web.
Yeah,
goes deep.
Yeah. Oh, that family's huge.
Yeah.
Okay, third one. The film cast includes 3 Oscar winners and 2 Oscar nominees. That's a fact. Nicolas Cage, Nick Vallelonga. He was like the guy that like remember when Nicholas the guy first got to that like outdoor like I don't know, what do you call that? Like
the sidewalk cafe thing?
Yeah. And the waiter went to the counter and like said, "Hey, this guy wants to whatever." The guy he was talking to won an Oscar for writing The Green Book.
Oh.
Yeah, go figure. And James Coburn also won an Oscar. And the 2 nominees were Talia Shire and Peter Fonda.
All right.
Okay.
Chris is mad. He hasn't changed his expression or his camera.
You know what?
I don't know.
You know what? Chris gets mad. He just does.
Yeah.
He was very happy for you winning the pitch.
I love how you and I are talking about him right now as if he's not on the show with us presently.
You know, for as still as he is, he could be frozen for all I know. Okay. Fourth one.
All right, you got me there. Damn it. I am a little upset though.
Francis Ford Coppola described Nicolas Cage's acting as trying to hold the film hostage.
I win.
He hated the movie, and it was made by his nephew and starred his other nephew.
Yeah.
So Rob, you win.
Wow.
James Coburn actually hated Cage's acting and called him a clown.
Yeah,
and asked the director, Christopher Coppola. I don't know, actually. But he asked the director, Christopher Coppola, who is Nick Cage's brother, why is this band screaming in my face? And apparently the director had 0 control over Nick Cage. Like 0.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Which explains everything. Like I was like holding this in the whole episode. Like yeah, Cage was just doing whatever the fuck he wanted because his brother had no control over him.
That's fucking amazing.
That's hilarious. Yeah. That's absolutely fucking fantastic.
Could you imagine after shooting
completely
for it, just the ride home they had together? He's just like he's like blowing on his fingers like, that went pretty well, huh? And he's just like, wait, no.
Chris Coppola's driving like this.
Yeah. Apparently it was well agreed upon that Nick Cage just like messed this movie up badly for everybody.
He's got his feet on the dashboard, he's following it. He's like, one day I'm gonna win an Academy Award.
Chris is like, yeah, sure
Chris, you have to concede that Rob won this episode weeks ago.
Rob is the well, that's true, but Rob is the season winner already, and we're like 4 episodes. Yeah. Rob has like just run the gambit here. So what am I gonna do?
Hey, good job, Rob and Chris. Good effort.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good job.
You know what? I'm going to celebrate with an abuser. I called it Wiggle and Dance.
Hey, Mr. Rock and Roll, let's wiggle and dance.
That's the guy that's trying to kill him on Sam Peckinpah's behalf?
Yes.
Let's wiggle and dance. Why'd you call it that? Yeah,
because I don't know. I just had I felt the reason in my heart.
Yeah, right. Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. Time for the catch-all. All right.
My number
Chris, do you want me to go first, or do you have a clip at the end?
That's all the clips.
I do not have a clip, so go ahead.
All right, so you go ahead first then.
Okay. 75-cent coffee. Just wanted to say that. Also, I'll have a beer, please. And then I said Adrian in case we didn't bring her up yet. But and then Nicolas Cage says bottle of suds, which I kind of loved. But the bartender that wasn't Adrian, the one at the strip club, took their beers away at 3/4 full.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Yes. If you watch it back, she pulls their beers back as if they were done with them, and they're 3/4 full.
So I noticed this, but I'm not going to use it as my catch-all. But just to tack on to that, there was one scene when he just said, beer, please. And that's a trope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
But my first one was the acting in the he's wired. It's a setup scene, which was early in the movie.
Yeah.
Was really bad acting, like really bad acting.
Yes.
And it was like a cheap 80s TV show lighting. Like it just didn't look like a movie.
Like Matlock or something.
I thought that was just unacceptable. So I wanted to add that. Because it was like three things. It was acting, it was production, it was editing, it was all those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So my number 4, Chuck's bodyguards, and I am of course talking about Charlie Sheen. His bodyguards, when he is like, "Oh, you don't have the money," then he like presses a button, and these two like very skinny guys with cut off shirts and tiny arms that are like, they look so scrawny and ridiculous. They were laughable bodyguards.
Yeah.
I mean, to the point where I'm like, how could you not just offer some, like, if you stepped outside the bar that you're currently in that has billiards tables and waited 20 minutes, you could have had some guy walk by that was more intimidating than these people they chose and pay him $40 to come inside and pretend to be a fucking bodyguard because they don't have speaking lines. But the dude's like 5'7" and scrawny as shit, and he's got cut off and he's got suspenders and he looks completely ridiculous. And he's supposed to be the muscle for this high roller.
I mean, I didn't do research on this, but I'm guessing he's a Coppola. That's my guess.
I bet you're right.
Before we go further, do any of you guys have any other things about pool in your catch-alls?
Yes.
No, I don't.
I do.
I'll wait. I'll wait till you say yours. I will concede. Go ahead.
But I am gonna add to Chris's saying that Charlie fucking Sheen is not a threatening president in this film. Like his character poses no threat. Yet he is supposed to. And I think that's
he definitely was.
Yeah.
Because they dress him up all nice. He's supposed to look cool and like scary, and he's
common calculate the kind of guy who has the kind of security you're not supposed to see because they will ice you without you knowing. Yeah.
And I put this on my Instagram story. He's like, "Man, I'm good." Like it's just like
yeah. Yep.
That would be my last word if you didn't challenge me with another one. Okay.
Yeah.
My second catch-all. I don't think very many funerals, have grave diggers shoveling dirt on top of your loved one right in front of you.
Yeah, that's important.
I agree. This does not happen often.
I can understand if you were like a hobo or something, but like they allegedly come from money or they have like con money. So like You'd think they'd have a little more decorated of a celebration.
It was crazy. Like they were like standing there over the grave and like, just hope you don't mind. We're just gonna shovel dirt on top of your dead relative while you're watching.
Well, it was a scam, right? So I mean, maybe they didn't know that you don't do that.
That's a good.
Yeah.
Too much credit? Is Chris giving it too much credit?
Yes. There it is. Finally. Damn. Rob, you were holding out, man. Wait a minute. I think I know why. Because
I already won.
He loves this movie.
He
loves this movie.
Yeah. I'm gonna watch it again tonight.
Yeah, he probably will. I don't think he's kidding.
No, I'm not.
All right,
really
Chris,
don't.
your turn.
I think Bob. You and I are both going to receive a text at 3 a.m. like, God damn, that was still good. After all your critiques.
Yeah, I'll wake up for work tomorrow and get like 6 Rob
28 texts.
The medieval scroll is rolling across the floor.
One's gonna have like the squirt emoji, and
we watch movies for different reasons, and that's what's fascinating to me about the show. Like, Chris wants like profound world building. Bob wants to like feel some like emotion that most people won't evoke in their regular day-to-day lives. I just want to be mindlessly entertained, and this movie does it in spades.
Bob's like, I'll never watch it again, but it was the best movie I've ever seen.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. You already got my what we're watching.
Oh shit. My number 3. You have to keep a character like Eddie all the way up to the end of the movie if you're gonna like blow your load on him. Yeah. In my opinion. So if you're gonna swing for the fence with a character like that, then don't leave starving Robin Chris to miss him for literally half of the movie. I'm sorry. I know, Bob. If you're gonna if you think that he's the answer, if you think that he's gonna be the draw for your movie, you got to have him in the whole way. You know, like make Eddie the ultimate villain. I think that as soon as Eddie is killed and he's no longer a presence in the movie, your interest in the movie dies as well. So
mine did, honestly. Like I didn't like his character at all. I didn't believe his character. I didn't identify with his character.
Yeah.
But when he was fried, my first thought was, is that lethal? Like when he got his face fried, I'm like, maybe that's just cosmetic. He'll come back.
I thought so too.
And then when he didn't come back, I'm like, oh, he's dead.
Yeah.
Well, now what are they gonna do?
Like, well, he's dead until
I don't.
Go ahead.
And I don't care what they do.
He's dead until they reprise the role.
Also, I don't care.
He's dead until they reprise the role in 2017's Arsenal.
But it's a prequel.
Yeah. That's a good point. It's equally bad, so you wouldn't know it by watching it.
You can't come back from that kind of deep fryingness in the 90s. They didn't have that kind of cosmetic surgery. Anyway,
that's true.
My number 3, if I'm counting down. So, this is Joe and Eddie's woman. Joe doesn't trust her, rightfully so, right? Yeah. Then she tells this really short and unconvincing sob story, and then he fucks her. That's really out of character. He's a con man who doesn't trust anybody,
and he's pretty straight and narrow too.
Yeah, and after 5 seconds of her bullshitting him, he's like, all right, I'll fuck you. And then he's totally in love. He's like, I don't know about you, and you bullshit. I don't.
It's because of her sexy front. That meant he was a good con person. Which somehow he fell for her immediately.
Allegedly. Yeah.
It really wasn't bad. I kind of liked it. But anyway,
I mean,
it was inconsistent. It was way inconsistent, and that's bullshit.
It's too bad that our Titscope was irreparably broken. Thank you, Rob. For seasons to come, because this movie would have registered on some scale, not on Stone Cold the movie scale, but there would have been some minor blips on the on the register there.
For more
anyway,
references, go to www.theworstmovieevermade.com. We make frequent and plenty references to it.
And just give the subscribe button a little pinch. A little pinch right here.
Slowing them a little bit.
Treat it like a really nice, rare 5-carat diamond. To that subscribe button. Number 2 for me was why didn't they play 9 or 8 ball? This is my billiards question.
All right,
9 ball, 8 ball. These are the common billiard games. I'm not sure that they what they're playing, and I'm also not sure that the movie knows what they're playing.
Yeah.
Well, they're playing billiards. Billiards is different than pool. Billiards has no holes. No offense. And you have to just.
I was going to ask if it.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So they said, should we lag? Right. Which I know what that is. Like I played some pool when I was younger. I'm not saying that I'm any kind of expert, but they ask if they should lag, which is what you do to determine who breaks. And this is something I'm familiar with. So they both shoot their balls at the further side of the table, and then have it come back, and the person whose ball lands closest to the bumper that you're standing in front of. Even if it hits it, is the person who breaks, but there's no break in billiards?
There's no break. It's about hitting both of the other balls in one shot.
Okay,
that's billiards.
But just to continue my critique.
Okay,
is this snooker?
It's billiards.
Which
is I think the same as snooker.
Yeah, right. So
there's no holes. There's no holes.
The problem then that I have is that they don't show any of the shots except for Joe's shot. And if you don't think that the common game played on a billiard table, which is 8 ball, is it if you think that it's a good idea to go with billiards or snooker or whatever you want to call it, explain the game, because most people know 8 ball. I had no idea, I played pool, but I had no idea what was going on.
Not billiards. Billiards is no holes, and 8 ball is with holes, or should I say stars and stripes, and 9 ball. Those are all with holes. Billiards is no holes. There's 0 holes, and I know this sounds bad and disgusting. And I want to say Rob is thinking of so many things about holes. Yeah. And I'm gonna duck out of this conversation right now and just move on.
So they were playing the 1790 Victorian rich British version of
it's
billiards.
It's very common. It's very common. I've played it before. No, it is. Bob. It really is. Okay.
Where?
In
Pittsburgh
world
only?
In world.
This is untrue.
Pittsburgh is way more. Pittsburgh's way more pool oriented. Billiards is way more English oriented, which I think they're trying to show a level of what's that called?
Sophistication.
Yes, sophistication. Yes.
Oh no!
Exactly.
There goes Bob. Too
much credit.
What? Giving you too much credit? Yes.
Gave it too much credit.
I never do that. I love it.
I love this show.
I never get to do that.
Oh my god! All right, now that we've had the 15 fucking minute fleshed out conversation about billiards,
Jesus Christ!
Let's throw it to you. I feel like we need your number 2.
I feel like we need our first. I feel like we need our first edit. All right.
My
number 2.
I just watched my wife go upstairs because she gave up on the fact that we might talk later before bed. So.
All right.
They've been talking about pool for the last 12 minutes. I'm going to bed.
I shouldn't have got so invested. I should have just let Chris go. Anyway,
thank you.
This is going back to the woman and Joe. finds out that Eddie's dead. She said, "Eddie's dead? What do you mean?"
Yeah.
And then fast forward like a minute, maybe, if that. And Joe freaks out about a con. Yeah. And suddenly she's like comforting him, forgetting that he even killed Eddie. And she's like, "Oh, are you okay?"
Truth.
And I think that was fucked up. I think that was really unbalanced and out of character.
Well, she never really worked for Eddie or was in a relationship with Eddie. She worked for Pop.
No, she was, but she's known Eddie for a while, and you do find out that she's in on the con, but she's known Eddie longer than she's known. So that seems fucked up.
Fair enough. I'd throw one more 8-ball in your corner pocket for talking about billiards the way that you have this episode.
My number. There's no pocket in billiards.
Can we move on, please?
All right.
I'm gonna be up till 3 in the fucking morning editing this shit.
Fuck, man. If I thought that billiards was going to be the sticking point.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think I'm on my number 1, Daddy. Thank you, Rob.
You're welcome. Anytime.
Okay, all right. So this one is not consequential whatsoever. So I'll just say it and then we'll move on. They could have gotten me to laugh pretty hard if Joe at the hotel, after killing Eddie, turns his head and there's no hair on the back because it's all burnt off from briar oil. Like he's having like a serious conversation with Diane, and then he like turns his head, and then you see the back of his head is like burnt off. Yeah, like I just thought of that scenario and thought it would have been like so Airplane, like so Mel Brooks, but in the best possible way. Go ahead, Bob.
My last one's pretty simple. Joe smokes. Like in the last act of the movie, for the first time in the movie, Joe lights a cigarette. Like that doesn't happen. Like you don't just like. I think that was the biggest faux pas of the movie. Like all of a sudden, Joe lights a cigarette. Like if you have an addiction to, nicotine and you smoke, that's not going to be the first time you see it.
Yeah,
it's a major. What do you call that? Continuity error. That's a major continuity error.
Yeah,
like
completely
fuck this movie
agree.
For that specific. And I shouldn't be that upset about like making the number 1, but I think I have a justification.
Yeah,
that should be number 1.
I agree because that meant that he had a pack.
Yeah,
he most likely had a pack. And we followed him the whole movie, and suddenly at the end he lights up. Like, oh. Come on. Yeah.
I agree. All right.
I really don't want to open up a can of worms here, and please don't see it as such. But
please don't be billiards.
Whether they're playing billiards or snooker or pool or whatever, I'm just saying, if you're going to zoom in on only the hands to do like the stunt shots, couldn't they have been a little more impressive? Just the slightest bit.
They were really boring. You're right.
It was just like.
That was my critique. I felt like they did not show anything but the balls bouncing around, and I had no idea what was happening, and it seemed consequential.
Yeah. Like if you don't know billiards, and Charlie Sheen says, "Man, I'm good," after a ball just bounces off a ball.
Yeah,
what the hell? Like I'm with you on that one.
Yeah,
like you have to know the game, and that's not fair.
Yeah.
You can't
Thanks, Bob, because I know when you said I'm
game.
with you on that one, you were talking to me. Let's throw it to what we're watching.
I spend most of my free time watching movies because I feel like at any moment
we're all gonna die.
This is what we're watching.
Dick.
My number 1 is I watched the season finale of Invincible. I know you guys don't watch this shit, and
I need to. I want to see that one.
Oh my
god! I haven't gotten to it yet.
Rob, especially because you have a young boy. I hate to put it this way. It was some of the hardest shit to ever watch. And then you I don't know. By the time that this comes around, you will not remember me saying this. I have two young men in this house, my 6-year-old and my 3-year-old. And watching the last episode of Invincible season 3 or 4, I think it's 3. Something happens that makes you as a parent just appalled. And while it's happening, it's emotionally taxing to a level that I've hardly ever felt, and the result is not as emotionally taxing as it could have been. I'm skirting a little bit. I just want you to know that I went through something watching the last episode of the most current season of Invincible. The show is just fucking awesome. I know it doesn't look like something anyone wants to watch because it's like
I want to watch
American
it. It's just
anime.
I just haven't gotten to it yet, but it looks it's kind of funny at points, but like darkly.
Yeah, there's good comedy. There's this guy named Rexplode, and he's just like a dude that like is like Gambit from like Marvel, the guy who has like cards that explode.
Yeah,
he's like that, only they're not cards. He just like creates like little explosives out of thin air.
Yeah,
and he's like just a little douchebag, and he's like a comedy element. But there's good comedy throughout the season. It's really well written. It just like you have to be okay with committing to cartoon characters, but I know that you can because you love South Park.
Yeah.
So I would suggest that you watch it, Bob. I would suggest you watch it too. I don't think you will, but there's a lot there that's just super fun. And I've been watching Dark Side of the Ring, which is basically like an hour episode a piece on the really shitty, awful things that happen in wrestling, and just like a outsider's perspective, basically like a wrestling fan's perspective on the really horrible shit that happened. And the first episode is about Macho Man Randy Savage and Miss Elizabeth, which was his like real life wife and on screen wife, and their tumultuous relationship. So I just watched that one, but there's many more. The Montreal Screwjob is episode 2, which I'm really looking forward to. So if you know anything about wrestling, then you know what I just said. If you don't, you don't. No big deal. Bob, why don't you take it over?
Chris, are you gonna talk to your wrestling friend when you watch WrestleMania about the wrestling docs you've been watching?
No.
Okay. I didn't think so. Okay.
I'm going to talk to him about the theory of correct billiard
stop it.
play.
Fucking stop it. Stop it now.
No, this is comedy gold. Okay. I'm off Saturdays now. Oh my God. God forbid I'm off Saturdays. So I watched 2 movies.
Too.
I watched.
Coming soon.
Oh, nice, Chris. I watched The Dead Don't Die from 2019.
I heard that's really good.
This is a Jim Jarmusch movie. Jim Jarmusch, I only watched Dead Man with Johnny Depp. And this was like a weird like second entry for me, but it has a cast of thousands, right? Bill Murray, Adam Driver, Chloe Sevigny, Tilda Swinton, Rosie Perez, Tom Waits, Austin Butler, Selena Gomez, Carol Kane, sort of.
Danny Glover.
Yes, thank you. Danny Glover and what's his name? Iggy Pop. It's very indie. Jim Jarmusch is famous for his indie work. This is very much a slow burn and a very dry comedy.
Okay,
but it totally delivers the laughs and horror and deeper meaning, like an indie feature should. It's about zombies.
Okay,
dude. Adam Driver can deliver dry comedy like no one else. Like Bill Murray does it. Bill Murray does it well. Adam Driver does it better. I've love
that hunch
guy.
about him.
And as bad as he sucked in Megalopolis, I shouldn't say he sucked. He did what he was asked to do.
Yeah,
but that movie sucked.
Which sucked. Yeah.
Yeah, and I have a hard time with that. But my goodness, he's so funny in this, and he isn't trying, but he is. Like, he's an actor's actor, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And then I watched The French Dispatch from 2021.
I heard about that one.
This is a Wes Anderson movie, right? It's a very typical Wes Anderson style, and he really knows how to balance a frame and keep things looking interesting. Like, in terms of like style, this was incredible. Like, just top-notch cinematography, framing, and editing and pacing. But the storyline is not very interesting. I'll be honest. The acting is great. The acting is great. It's got all kind of good actors. The dialogue is dry and funny, but it just doesn't hold up against Tenenbaums.
Yeah.
And like, what's the one with Schwartzman I said before? Yes, Rushmore. Yeah. It doesn't hold up against those. Those are better.
All right.
But this is absolutely gorgeous. Visually amazing. Rob.
Nice.
All right. We're going a little long, and on my script I had Gladiator 2, and in the parentheses it says pick fight with Chris. So I'm going to skip that this week. I'll get into it next week. There's a movie. It's on Hulu. I'm not sure where it originally was released. It's called Something in the Dirt. There's these two guys living in a dilapidated LA apartment, and they find like quartz crystals that defy the laws of gravity and emit these lights. And they decide they want to document it. But you find out as the movie progresses that like they've been working on this documentary, but like they lost some footage, so they're reenacting things themselves instead of getting people to dramatize it. And you don't know what's real or what's not, or what they're actually experiencing, or what you're witnessing is it be real? Is it actually their documentary? You see scenes where like their take finishes and then they re-rehearse the line and like re-deliver it. So something supernatural may be happening at some point in their lives, but like you don't know how genuine or disingenuous they're being throughout the movie, and it's really funny. It's a dry comedy, but it's it's like a mockumentary. It's like half found footage making fun of the documentary process that you see, like, Investigation Alien on Netflix. It's like the conversations you would imagine behind those documentaries as they're making their own within the fiction of the movie, and it's really like good meta humor. And Chris, I will revisit Gladiator 2 next week because I fucking thoroughly enjoyed it, and we're not. Okay.
I cannot wait. Listen, Rob, all we need is for Bob to watch it. Bob is like the straight man of the show. Yeah. Chris and Rob are completely unhinged for one reason or another, and we find out every week that Bob is a little more unhinged than we realized. But he so far has been pretty much a straight man of the show. So we're gonna have him watch Gladiator 2 and tell us whether or not Chris is right or Rob is right.
Wait a minute, I never saw Gladiator 1, so I have to watch both of them.
Yeah, that's a big ass.
Just to give you context. I thoroughly enjoyed.
I might take on that challenge.
All right.
I thoroughly enjoyed Gladiator 1. I'm not saying it's an A+ movie. I thought it was like a solid B, but a very entertaining. Yeah. Gladiator 2 is like a D+. Yes, there's some entertainment value.
I liked both equally.
There's some entertainment value, but it is a script that is completely devoid meaning. It like there might as well not. Denzel Washington could not save this movie because of the script that was given to him. It is a preposterous story as well.
Yeah.
And Rob likes arena sharks that we have established.
Was he the actor or director?
He was the actor. He was one of the main guys.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say
he cannot save it. He cannot.
An hour 24 into this, I'm going to respectfully disagree, and we will revisit next week. Credit names? Because I'm going to need about 10 minutes, Chris.
Let's do it.
Well, don't forget we started late.
That's right.
We did.
I'm going by the screen capture, though.
BKJ Fox, Angus Scrim, Gigi Rice, David Cluck, and Eric Living Good.
Eric Living Good?
Yeah, his name was Living Good.
He is.
Also, That was from the score of this movie. I hated it that much that I needed you to know that that was not a Tim Burton score. That was not, that was not a horror movie.
Like it, yeah.
It
did.
That was from this movie. Yeah. All right. Let's throw it to the offensive minigame.
Oh, let's see how this goes.
You know, at this point in the show,
I don't feel anything. You? Me neither. You? Nothing.
So let's just jump to the offensive minigame.
All right.
The nonsense noose or fetishizing fine china.
I don't get that one.
That is the cocaine is cool.
Oh, fine. Yeah.
No.
I mean,
noose.
Yeah, the news. The cocaine was of its time. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Butterfinger branding or Charles Sheen.
Oh, but that's not fair.
I'm gonna go with the product plug.
Yeah.
Because Sheen was he was still kind of not a good boy, but he wasn't.
Fuck him.
Well, he wasn't what he turned into at that point.
Exactly. He was at that point. He was in zero controversy.
Yeah.
Yes, but that doesn't mean that he wasn't already raping
was
everyone.
He was post-Oscar bait. He was in Platoon. Anyway,
yes. And Hot Shots, Major Leagues. Come on, man. Come on, give him some.
I do.
Hot Shots was so good.
Yeah.
All right, let's flip it. Crispy coworker or butt fruit.
So you want to know what's worse? Putting your finger in your ass so you get a free Slurpee, or deep frying someone's face? Is that
Yeah,
is that what we're going
correct.
for?
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say deep frying someone's face, but that's almost that's like putting murder above prank.
Yeah,
it's
doesn't
no contest.
It actually doesn't matter. So Ready to Rumble.
I know it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
but that's what makes me more angry. It doesn't matter. It's so bad.
Let's start the movie comparison.
I am so happy right now. Anywho.
Are we going on?
Are we going
to
comparison?
Movie comparison. Right.
So what you're really trying to say
Ready to Rumble versus Deadfall.
Okay.
Chris, you won the Ready to Rumble pitch with a 4-star, but unfortunately you lose to Rob's Deadfall 5-star. Nice job, Rob. You did deserve that one.
I did.
Don't push it. Offensive. Ready to Rumble won that one. Obviously, we just did that. Hey, how about dialogue? What's worse? I think it's probably Ready to Rumble.
Deadfall.
I'm going to go with Deadfall.
I'm going with Deadfall.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Really?
100%. Dialogue was worse for Deadfall.
Really?
100%.
Okay.
Yeah, cause I think comedy missing the mark is acceptable, but drama is not.
Compare the clips. Think of all the clips you guys pulled from Deadfall. They were fucking ridiculous from bookend to bookend.
Mommy.
Whereas the other movie was hey, that's kind of funny, and that's kind of silly, and that trends for the kind of movie they were going for.
Yeah.
This was fucking awful. I hated this movie.
What?
Chris, the reaction you wanted from me from Ready to Rumble, I have for Deadfall.
Yeah.
That's exactly where I was going. Bob is using my own medicine against me here. He is getting the cue ball closer to the yellow one, I guess, here. Than I got to the red one. I don't know. Let's throw it to production. This is narrow audience for Ready to Rumble or busted budget for Deadfall.
I'm going to go Ready to Rumble.
Yeah, I agree. Ready to Rumble had the wrong intention. They had the right intention.
It's not for anybody.
They got fucked by the band.
Yeah.
Let's just say that.
The budget, yeah. Acting, what's worse? You got Nicolas Cage against a bunch
Deadfall.
of actors that are wrestlers.
Deadfall. I mean,
Deadfall.
as much as Adrian, even though Adrian or whatever her name is, Talia Shire, was nominated for an Oscar, she fucking screwed the pooch in this movie. She's horrible.
She's bad at she's bad in the Rocky movies, in my opinion.
I'm not a big fan. I feel like the Coppolas are
she's
all
just bad
overblown. No offense, Rob. I know Nicolas Cage is your baby, but I do think the Coppolas are all overrated, and I think they should all
here's the
stop
thing.
working.
Nicholas changed his name to distance himself from his family because he knew that already.
No, he did not. He still took work from them all. And I might
the
copy
first
and
case of
paste the
giving the
nepotism
actor too much
argument
credit.
from our text stream to a Instagram post, so everyone can see what you think about nepotism.
Yeah, I think nepotism's fine. You can do the job.
Right,
It
so
doesn't
exactly.
acting was Deadfall.
Yeah. It was pretty terrible,
so,
Chris.
yeah.
I'm not that dumb. I agree that it's pretty fucking terrible.
I think Rob knows. Rob is genius. He knows.
I'm aware of this. I'm playing 4D chess here.
That is true. You are. I feel the need to speed this up now because my wife is not responding to my child crying. So, Small World Force fandom for Ready to Rumble, or Deadfall. We haven't decided what the demerit will be.
They killed the star off in the second act. How about that?
I'll say soap opera logic. Like it's like
I like that.
All the soap opera tropes in a movie. Like there's a twin, and there's he's dead, but he's not dead, and he's it's like all the
You're waiting for him,
the tropes.
You're waiting for him to come back with an eye patch, looking a little older.
Exactly.
So what's worse? Small World Force fandom or soap opera logic?
I think soap opera logic. I really didn't like this movie at all. Yeah.
Okay. Worst of the season.
Gun to head, I will watch the wrestling movie first.
Oh,
because,
fuck you.
Because, I mean...
Bygones be bygones. It's okay.
No, Rob, I will give you this. If Nick Cage survived in this movie longer...
And came back in the third act with an angled face and was all like... Blah!
Right. Because he was... His character was crazy weird, and that appealed to me. But he died early, and that didn't appeal to me.
All right. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, I completely agree. Rob, why don't you plug us and throw it to Bob's last...
What are we watching next?
What's next week? I missed that.
Yeah. Well, actually... Let me look because I'm on Instagram right now for that very reason. Let me take a little sneaky peeky.
Yeah.
Fuck! It's unhinged.
I'm kicking ass this season.
Unhinged.
This is Russell Crowe trying to be Michael Douglas and falling down, and the people he's going after being equally unsympathetic and completely missing the mark, and it's fucking hilarious.
What year is this?
Like 2020.
Oh, really? Like that recent?
Yes. He's basically...
Oh, I read about this one.
Whoever made this film thought they had the next falling down on their hands, and it's such a miserable fucking failure that it's fun to watch. And you guys can watch along with us if you go to www.theworstmovieevermade.com. We're on all the streamers. We're on the important social medias. We have polls. We have trailers. You can listen to us. You can watch us on YouTube, and you can email us. That's www.theworstmovieevermade.com. Chris, Bob, I know Chris put you on the spot for your last word, so let's hear it. I'm going to get my sling and arrow.
My last words are Craving Columbian Cocoa Crop Kibble.
Craving Columbian.
Colombian Cocoa Crop Kibble.
All right, I like it. Okay, and
you asked for it, Chris.
I sure did, and boy, did I get it.
And with that, I had to take such a huge fucking piss. I drank an entire Stanley mug full of blue stuff. So I'm going to roll the music, and then I'm going to get the fuck out of here.
I thought for sure Bob was going to say something like snooker.
Hey, I delivered.
Just to spite me.
I don't feel anything after reading these YouTube comments.
If we slow it down, we can actually bullets enter and exit.
It looks like I got a good copy of the movie coming through.
Wow, it's also on Netflix if you want to like watch it with the subtitles.
We have to do Universal Soldier.
Agreed.
The catch-all.
Those are the kind of things I live for. Something like Universal Soldier. I live for this.
Van Damme is blundering in a fucking absolutely outrageous act.
How about anything with two bad accents is good business.
After
And
securing
they're both supposed to be American.
After securing my dynasty for like several weeks, I feel. How about I just bow out of the poll next week and let you guys do something with Universal Soldier and maybe a film of your
I was thinking of bowing out for a while too, so maybe we just go with a triple Universal Soldier next week.
That sounds good. Let's just do that. Let's do that. I think you guys. Amazing. I think both of you need a win. So I'm by Jelly School.
You. Fuck you, Rob.
I'm so happy.
Oh, because you're a winner, Rob? Okay.
Yeah. All right.